So we're now in, as you'll see,
Criteria.
Yeah, it's criteria, isn't it? Gotta be. You'll notice here, though, all of a sudden the enemies suddenly take 2 beams to freeze, whereas all the enemies prior to this have only taken 1 beam to freeze. So, essentially, what's happening right now is you're learning that as you progress through the games, although you get stronger, everything else gets stronger as well. And it's a pretty stark lesson. It makes you make it very quickly, or realise it very quickly, should I say? And we should be back now where our ship is.
And if you actually save and go in the ship, you get your missiles replenished as well.
Oh yes. Now I'm trying to do something. Obviously. Aha!
Good landing. Oh. You're supposed to do that, weren't you?
Oh yeah, this is it.
Because I bet there's just a missile expansion up there, isn't there?
Pretty much, yeah. So I'm going to try and do something now. Now, basically, Samus turns super speed on certain frames, and the game checks it on certain frames. Now, this bit of land here, if you just run across it normally before you speed boost, it won't actually speed boost for you. You have to press it at certain points in time. But it's particular points, it's really big. I'm going to try it a few times. And if I can't make it, then to be fair, it's.
I don't think that's long enough.
It's not, but if you get basically, if you press the run button on certain frames while she's running,
right,
you'll get it so that you get speed boost, even in a short space like this. But
I think I see what you mean.
The problem I've got is, of course, I've got to get the frames perfect. Honestly, it's not a trick I've mastered. I can do it every now and again, but I still can't do it. Anyway, bored of that. So yeah, let's refill and save at the old ship, because that's a good thing to do. As Ben said, saving at the ship gives you all your energy back, all of your missiles, super bombs, super missiles, the lot, everything, and saves your game, which is always nice, you know. Not supposed to save your game. So, with that being said, let's go to the wrecked ship.
Yeah. Other way, mate.
Oh, that was rubbish.
What were you supposed to do? Just shine spark through the door?
Yeah, I tried to be really clever then, but it just didn't work.
Well, that's hopefully you've learned your lesson. Don't be clever. Be adequate in your knowledge.
Just be totally adequate.
Well, be humble. You don't want to be like those guys on I Am Very Smart. They use a thesaurus for like every word.
Like, very smart.
Have you not seen that subreddit? There's a subreddit called I Am Very Smart. And it's just basically people bragging about how they think they're so much better than society. Yeah, it's funny because, like, you know, none of them have jobs. And they're all underachievers in life. Right. But because they use big words, they are very smart.
I am overly clever. No, that's a lie. See, another point, like, again, for those budding speedrunners out there, another time where that sort of really short shine spark comes into play is here. Because if you shine spark here, you can jump onto there and then literally shine spark across all of this section. So you miss everything else, so you don't have to do all the grapple beaming and whatever else. Which is, to be honest, really freaking frustrating because you always fall into the water.
You know, not unless you get good at it.
Alright, what are you saying? What are you saying? See, saved it. Saved it! Ha! Hey. See, this is a bit where it's sort of it's a prime example of what I was saying before. The fact that when it comes down to it, like you can't really see what's coming up ahead of you, so you can't really prepare properly for what's happening. So, wrecked ship. Here we go. So the wrecked ship's a bit of a funny place, really. It is dead. that's the thing about the wrecked ship.
Too spooky for me.
Too spooky for me.
Yeah, most of the enemies are ghosts, aren't they?
At this point in the game, yeah, they are.
Ghost!
What are you saying?
Zoinks. Oh god, there's a ghost. Too spooky.
Oh my
See,
God.
this, if we didn't know we were supposed to go down there, the X-ray visor would have been really handy.
Yeah, yeah. To be fair, again, this is Super Metroid sort of really showing off the fact that it is trying to direct you as to where you need to go. You know what? Because the fact of the matter is that I'm really hoping that I don't die in this.
Fantoon,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's gonna kill me.
No, it isn't. Oh, you've only got one super missile. Oh god, super missiles are what you need.
Oh my god.
You're not gonna die.
I really think I'm going to. So Fantoon is one of the, I would say, more
Tedious bosses.
Yeah. The thing with Fantoon is that he's difficult. He is difficult, and he's totally random, as you can see. You know, there's no real patterns there, and at times you can't really see where the hell he is. And he keeps doing that, launching things at me straight away. And when he's... Oh, come on! I missed that completely.
Are we using super bombs? Do they know anything?
No. I'm sorry for being really quiet. I'm
just thinking, even the speedrunners that I've seen, Fantoon takes the longest because he doesn't have a pattern.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Yeah. Fantoon is an absolute
Pain in the
bitch, to be
ass.
honest.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. You can tell by the fact that I'm sort of lost for words, that I'm like, oh my god, trying to sort of concentrate so I don't die. I really didn't think this was through, to be honest.
I can't believe he only came through with one super missile. Because what I'd do, if I had enough health, I wouldn't bother shooting the blue things, I'd try and avoid them, just so I could, you know, get one shot of a super missile in.
Honestly though, genuinely, a charge beam in this is just as powerful, really, as that. So
if you can get the charge beam, it's a bit more than a regular missile, but a super missile I thought was still the strongest.
I think a super missile is stronger, but not by a lot. And to be honest, like a charge beam, you know, does do a good amount of damage. And of course, he's almost dead. He's almost dead.
I love the fact that they get more red as well.
I've never come at Fantoon with only like 4 health packs. I've normally got like 3 or 4 more by this point.
Okay, please.
Oh, come on! Oh, come on! I'm just gonna avoid, I think that's the best course of action until he decides. Come on! Yes! That's it! Beautiful. Excellent. Yeah. Sorry, so, yeah, Fantoon's completely random. He doesn't really have any patterns. There's no real attack patterns in the grand scheme of things. He's totally random. He appears out of the blue. And it's not that he's overly difficult, you know, he's fairly straightforward to attack, you know, when he's not see-through, you know he can have damage done to him. But he's just one of them bosses, because he's so random, you don't want to sort of underestimate it. I think is the best thing.
And the ship's come to life.
Aha! So Fantoon works by draining power from large entities, essentially, which is why he was in the wrecked ship. because of course he was draining the power from the wrecked ship, empowering himself from that, or herself. I don't really know, to be honest. Phantoon is a bit of a mystery.
Well, once you become a ghost, you kind of lose your gender.
Gender equality.
Yeah.
As a ghost.
Equal rights for ghosts. Hashtag.
Ghost rights. Ghost ride the whip.
See, that's the thing. I really want ghosts to exist, but I can't bring myself to believe they do. I want them to.
What? Oh.
I think the only way a ghost can be proven, absolute proof they exist, if they were recorded in history like 100 years ago. Like they found a diary or just a painting of somebody who said they saw a ghost. Because they've only been around for like the last... Well, since photography, really. Somebody must have seen them. Like, you know, it's like 1,000 years ago. They'd be all, like, gathering at the church. And they'd be like, God, my house, I keep seeing this, like, transparent person walking about and moving things. And someone else would say, oh, that's so bizarre because my granddad says the same thing. And somebody would write it down. But I don't think there is anything.
I do see your point, but then I also think, you know, like, you say, you know, it was only invented when, you know, photography really came out. Maybe there's a reason for that.
Well, somebody must have seen them before. That's what I'm thinking. Then there must be some record of them before photography. But the thing is, I've seen pictures of ghosts on, like, pictures that were, like, Victorian area. And obviously, you know, editing photos was unheard of back then. But it could be a number of different things, like shadows and lighting and that kind of stuff.
I'm kind of weird on ghosts. Like, I do think there's something out there. Like, I do think there is something. But, I don't know. Do you know, I watched Insidious 3 the other day. And I thought Insidious 3 actually had quite a sort of... a pretty cool concept with regards to like ghosts. So it says that there's like a light world and a dark world. So like, you know, like psychics who say that they can contact the dead, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, the idea behind it, of course, is that like, you know, they. Oh my jeez!
Stop getting hurt on everything.
What am I doing? The idea behind it is that like, oh, remember, if you haven't watched Insidious and you want to watch it, so I'm sorry about that. The fact that I'm going to spoil it for you, probably, to be honest. And sort of when you... Sorry, I'm just concentrating. So when you go there, if you go to like the dark world, then bad things happen, obviously, because it's the dark world. But if you go to the light world, that's where all the spirits that you want to contact end up being. Basically.
So heaven and hell, essentially.
Well, yeah. But like, rather than call it heaven and hell, you know, the light and dark, I thought was quite a nice way of putting it. Because do you know what it is? Hell is so cliche when it comes to horror films. It's like, oh, it come from hell. It's like, well, yeah, that's great. You know, like, oh, look at that slowdown. That's amazing. Whoa, come
Literally
on.
anything that can hurt you is getting you hurt.
I'm not on it today. I'm not on it today at all. Come on. But I just thought it was quite nice. It was just a cool concept, and I know that it's not like, it was just good to hear that it wasn't like, it's hell, it's the demons. They are demons. But it's not like, oh, it's hell and, oh god, this, that and the other's happening. And yeah. It's just nice. It was alright.
I really don't
The film itself was fairly shit, to be honest. The film itself, it was fairly shit.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest.
I've got to admit, I don't like the concept of heaven and hell.
Do you not?
No, I think Bill Burr put it best. Like, what if you go to heaven, but some of your best friends don't? You'd be there waiting for like 50 years, like, God, you know, where is everyone? Where's all my friends and family? Oh, they didn't make it. So you're like, what? Okay, well, it's not heaven anymore, is it? Heaven would only be heaven if your loved ones made it there as well. But there's no promise of that, is there?
Well, this is why I thought the whole light and dark thing was quite nice, because it kind of like, not put that to bed, but like, rather than sort of saying, you know, heaven and hell, it was like, you know, light and dark. I think by the sounds of it, and this is the way, I don't know, forgive me if I'm wrong, by the sounds of it, what they're sort of trying to get at is, if you top yourself, then you end up in the dark world.
Yeah.
But if you don't top yourself and you die naturally, or obviously you kill or whatever, like you are therefore a pure soul. Therefore, you can. Oh, come on, seriously, let me stand up. Therefore, you can reside in the light world when you die.
Yeah.
I'm going to presume that's what it is anyway. So the X-ray visor here. There you go. Check that out. Amazing. Is that? I think.
Yeah, there you go. You go up there.
And then I think I go another way. Yeah. So you know, I liked that. I thought it was nice.
This essentially sounds like heaven and hell.
Yeah, but like with the difference really being, like I say, you know, it's not heaven and hell. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. It's light. It's dark. You know.
I've always thought it'd be funny, like, if you did die and there was a heaven, it was like some completely random god that nobody ever mentioned, or some completely random religion that everyone thought was crazy, turned out to be right. You go there and God's like a toaster or something. And they're like, yeah, the Toastafarians, it turns out we're actually right. And you go, oh, well, I never heard of them. Well, you probably heard that one story about them, but nobody listened. So, you know, Christians, you can gather on the left, atheists on the right, and every other religion, you know, on that side. You'll be designated to hell accordingly. Toastafarians, please line up here. And there's like one Toastafarian, like, yeah, fuck you!
I believed in the toaster god.
Yeah.
It is there.
I just like that idea, though. I love the idea that that there is a god, there is a religion, a true religion, but nobody's thought of it yet, or nobody's discovered it. I really like that idea.
This got really deep. Like,
Yeah.
Well, and then we turned it into toast.
It's because we just had toast, didn't we? It's just
Oh yes, so we had. Oh, I had patty on toast. Just butter. Make pate.
butter master race.
Mm.